Hi everyone, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on X. Woo! I'm so happy this will be the last time we ever do something like this. Ever. Ever.
On Netflix.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Wow.
I think Meghan Markle's reign on Netflix is officially over, dude.
Christmas has come early for us.
Yay!
Okay, guys. This was only one episode. It was 50 minutes, but it felt like it was 8 hours.
Oh.
I'm telling you, you guys, it was a nightmare. Now,
shite show.
You know how we were kind of like up in the air if she had filmed pickup shots or sort of perfected it, maybe listened to her critics and done other things? No, this was filmed in the spring of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
We know this because sweet little guy is there. And Harry looks semi-decent, not like really good. Like he still looks like a mess, but he doesn't look like the mess he looks like now.
And the first shot of Meghan at the Christmas tree farm, guys, she was strutting in there, almost skipping with delusional confidence, almost thinking in her head, you guys, With Love Meghan is going to be number one.
Yeah. Now, I think this might have been a pickup shot. And the only reason I think this was because it was so short. It happened like that. Like she met with this woman, they merged the farms that she was at.
Mm-hmm.
And then the woman was just like, this one, I'll take that one. And then you cut straight to the house she's renting. And she's trimming the tree, but we don't see her put the lights around, but she tells us, well, you should put the lights back here because this makes it better. But she doesn't show us how to do it. So I'm like, Meghan, you didn't actually do that. That tree came trimmed. And she goes on about, how you trim the tree, decorating it with your family story. So this would be a great time to show like ornaments of maybe childhood, because like yesterday, Mom and Dad brought over our family ornaments because they put some of it on their tree in their house and then they give us the rest. And they're like, just so you can remember, what your childhood and stuff. Where was Meghan's? So then she goes straight to the advent calendar. And again, it's a very quick scene. Thank God. I thought when I saw the trailer, we were going to have to watch her write a note for every day of the month. No, she didn't do that. Thank God. But I'm starting to think that maybe there were 8 episodes of this and Netflix cut it down because she had an outfit on in every scene. Mm-hmm. It was perfectly like I could tell there's an 80-person crew because there's a lot going on in the background. So maybe they did. And then they said, I think we're going to put it down to 50 minutes. This is a nightmare.
Yeah.
But she's doing the advent calendar.
She's writing notes. Like
the bananas,
like what she did with the bananas. And she's like, you are so brave.
She goes, I love you because you are so kind. You are so brave. And she's got Archie and Betty's advent calendar.
And it's in her like calligraphy, hard to read.
It's not calligraphy.
No, you're right.
It's not.
Yeah. But she's putting these messages in, just like the Zodiac Killer.
Yeah,
and at the end of the month, we'll figure out who did what.
Yeah, I mean, it's really creepy. Okay, so then that Will Gidaric, she introduces that dude, and I guess he wrote a book that she loves. I doubt she read it, but she loves this book. Then she says that she had his wife on the show first. Guys, I've watched both with Love Meghan's. I don't remember this chick, so this might have been on the cutting room floor, and Netflix just forgot to take it out. So before he comes in, she makes like these pastries, and which is fine, but everything is already prepped for her. Got all the measurements. She's just dumping everything in for the pastries. And then she makes, and we call it reindeer food. What does she call it?
Reindeer chow.
Chow. Now, reindeer food is cute because my sister would make this for my class. Every year she would bring it in, and Stephanie would make like this little reindeer food.
Rice Krispie treats
and pretzels
and
chocolate
and oatmeal and sprinkles that are Christmas colors and everything.
And then she would like put in these things and it would come with like little poems. And then Stephanie would have another bag with a poem, but she would call this one snowman poop.
Put mini marshmallows.
And it was like little marshmallows and confetti, and it was really cute. It was cute. And the kids loved it. So Megan's making reindeer chow, but the way she's making it is like for adults, but she's like got her jewelry on and she's like going like this with the chocolate. Guys, it's so gross because she's also dealing with the pastry at the same time. So she's dealing with raw, it's gross. And then that's the only time you see her then rinse her hands is when she's got chocolate all over it. I never see her wash her hands during this show before she does anything. Yeah. You would think she would have washed her hands first before making the pastry and the reindeer chow, but no, we only get it to get the chocolate off her hands. So she's making it for this dude. And she's like, I heard your wife liked it. And he's like, oh, I do. Now, I'm going to say this because Dan said it first. We did Dan Wooten this morning. I'm going to go with what Dan said. I did not know that guy had a wife. I would have never guessed it in a million years.
I think
Dan said it first.
I know, but I think we were all thinking the same.
Okay,
thing.
All right. Now, I would not have said that had Dan said it first. Okay, but I was very surprised that this man was married to a woman. That's all I'm going to say.
We all were.
Yeah, it was very surprising. So then she's also making like this fondue. She's got like the cheese and all this stuff going and the pepper. And she turns to the director and she goes, you only hear fondue. You never hear fondant. It's like she read a fortune cookie or something. It was
like she's
so
trying
stupid.
to be funny.
It gets really like weird around him, and I'm not going to say it was booger sugar or anything like that. Okay, that's allegedly. But she starts talking really fast. And really fast, guys. And I'm not exaggerating. Faster than I've ever seen her talk in the other special. She would, and then she kept finishing his sentences. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. She just kept finishing his sentences.
She would not let him speak.
Yeah.
It was weird. And then when she did finish his sentences at one point, because this guy is so polite, he would actually then laugh and go, oh, we're finishing each other's sentences.
But like in a really uncomfortable way. Not in a comfortable way. Yeah. It was really weird. Okay, so then it's time to craft. Thank God.
She forces her guest again to craft.
She forced everybody to craft.
I don't want to craft before a dinner party.
Okay, so he's wanting to just sit there and eat and drink. Oh, and she does offer him wine, and they both start drinking wine too.
And they plug his book.
Yeah. Oh, and they plug his book. So then he calls his wife on FaceTime because apparently his wife knows Meghan. Why didn't she just have the wife? Because they seem to have a better rapport, because he puts her on Facebook and she goes, hi, friend.
Hi, friend.
And then she goes, hey, mama. That's the wife that's married to this guy. So they're going to make the crackers, the crackers that the UK and Canada, that's what they do. It just gets completely insane for me. I get offended because she goes, well, I did live in the UK. Like, he didn't know that.
We used to do this.
She goes, they used to do that. Well, we know who they is, Meghan. We know you're talking about the royal family. Why don't you just say Harry's family? They. Then they start filling the crackers. And she first talks about Betty's, and she's really into Betty's. Like, she's like, Betty is wanting to be very adult now. And, and she's like, I've got this roller, and she's really into Betty. You definitely tell that Betty is her favorite, because then she gets to Archie's and she's like, he just likes the color red in burgers. I mean, I'm not kidding. That's what she said.
He likes red and burgers.
He likes red and burgers. So finally that's over. And so then we get to Lindsay Roth, the girl who apparently has been Meghan's friend. She was 17.
This is the gal who was at Wimbledon with her, right?
Yes, this was Wimbledon.
Yeah.
And she has just kind of been there in the background.
Yeah.
You know, she reminds me of that other friend of Kim Kardashian's. Do you know that blonde that Kim brings around once in a while?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about? They look exactly alike. It's weird. No, I know, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. So like Meghan is like, Kelly and Lindsay are coming, and I saw one.
Kelly Zeiflin.
Yes, Kelly Zeiflin, who is a grifter in our opinion, like Meghan. But Kelly Zeiflin's coming over, and they're all going to wear matching pajamas. But this is another weird thing, and she did this with Will. She's got to prepare the food before they come, instead of showing them how she makes the food, which again, everything's prepared. Meghan does not do anything. Everything's already there. So she makes like this snowflake pastry. Again, something that we all learned how to do on Pinterest with 15 cinnamon. Years ago.
With cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon. And then she makes, like, she cooks pears, which, yeah, but why didn't she do it with them?
No, well,
because everything was prepared for her.
Yeah, it was pears with yogurt.
Well,
then they would dip the yogurt,
butter, and then first it was butter in the
I'm saying the yogurt then was on the side.
Everything was prepped, and she didn't want to do it in front of the girls. So the girls finally come in, and the minute the girls come in, that's when they go straight to the alcohol. Okay, they start making cocktails, which I don't blame them at this point.
And it was champagne, and then Meghan put in some pomegranate syrup.
Like Pinterest stuff. Just Pinterest stuff. Yeah. So then you're thinking, okay, well, they're going to then make the crafting, the wreaths or whatever, and they're going to stay in their pajamas. No, we get a costume change. Why didn't they just stay in their pajamas?
Yeah, it would have been cute.
So Kelly and the other chick are only in these matching pajamas for about 5 seconds on screen.
They were merching the pajamas, and now they're going to merch something else.
It was weird, you guys.
Okay,
so then they go to the crafting room, and we get the exact same energy that we got when Meghan was doing the flower arrangements with the Milk Bar girl and that other dude and Daniel Martin.
Oh my God.
Just like immediately, it is a race to the finish. So again, and 70 and I have talked about this. We have been with our girlfriends to go do the holiday wreath making. They provide you go pay, and the whole thing's done for you, but everything's laid out. So again, she walks into the craft room, everything's laid out, everything's already done. Now they start on their holiday wreaths, but what's insane is Kelly makes the mistake of turning to Meghan at one point and going, "Do you think this is too high to make the wreath?" Meghan shoots her the dirtiest look and just says, "Depends on how you want it." She doesn't give her advice. She doesn't say, well, maybe if you do it too high, it will come out fuller, or we'll do it. Depends on how you want it, B.
Not even teaching,
you dumb B.
Not even teaching her how to do it.
Yeah, so that was weird. So I'm just thinking, if that didn't make it on the cutting room floor, I can just imagine what the entire thing was. Then there's a bunch of dead air.
But this was...
They don't talk to each other while they're making the wreath.
This is what makes me believe that it was all put together so quickly.
Yeah.
And it also makes me believe that they got rid of a bunch of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, there was a lot of stuff. Okay, so after everyone makes the wreath, they show Kelly's. There's color in it. They show a little color. Show Lindsay's. There's a little color in it. And there's Meghan's. It is the most boring thing. No color, nothing. You know what it looks like? It looks like an all-year wreath. Have you ever been to people's houses and you go and they just have them on their thing there, like in their house? That's what it looked like. Then we get to the wrapping, and I actually want to thank Meghan and Netflix for this one, because in the interview she did with The Fortune, she had mentioned that there was going to be a lot of wrapping in this, and that was one thing I wasn't looking forward to, because Meghan does not know how to wrap very well. So this was a very quick scene. She showed us how to do a wrapping technique, but she didn't actually show us how to do it. She just did it without telling us. And she did some sort of twist thing with a teddy bear, which was weird, because Why would a kid want to open? Kids want boxes.
Yeah.
I thought the whole point was like boxes.
Open up the boxes.
No, she wants the kid to feel that it was a teddy bear. Aww. I don't know. It's weird. So that was really, really stupid. She shows us like you can use a hot glue gun. I mean, it was just so basic. Again, we didn't learn anything. Okay. So, and it was a quick scene. So on that, I wasn't looking forward to the wrapping scene. And she also uses too much wrapping paper.
But also, this could have been the scene where you bring toys to less fortunate kids. I'm wrapping to do this. Archie and little Betty and I are going to go later to a place and we're going to give these toys away. Not once in this special did she mention anything like that.
Yeah.
Just want to preface that.
Just so you know. Just so you know. Okay, and then Naomi Osaka. Oh. This is her scene. But before that, we have to see Meghan make a basic crudité wreath that I showed you guys when I did the trailer with Tiffany. I showed you guys how this was on Pinterest. Pinterest is a lot cuter.
I'm sure
Meghan didn't put any color in hers. But this was done on Pinterest years ago where you make a wreath crudité and you bring it, like you put it on the thing. But yeah, Meghan's looked awful. So poor Naomi comes in. Now listen, I don't know if it's because Naomi is not used to being on camera. If Meghan made her uncomfortable, that could have been it. Maybe she walked in and she knew she had to try this crudité and she saw Meghan's hair just dangling down there. Who knows?
Like, ugh.
Who knows? But Naomi was uncomfortable. The way she looked at the crudité was freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
She did not want to eat it, but of course she had to try it.
Yeah.
Then Meghan goes over and takes her hot water that she's been boiling on the stove, whatever she put in it, and gives it to Naomi, and they drink it. And all of a sudden, with uber enthusiasm, with her drink like this, she goes, "Are you ready to craft? Let's craft." She did it just like that. And again, Naomi is, I wrote, they are not vibing.
No.
I wrote that while I was watching it. They are not, they were not.
No chemistry.
No chemistry
at all.
Oh God, it was bad. Then they start like making these plates. And again, Meghan's only talking about Betty. And she didn't know really enough about Naomi. Like she didn't know how to pronounce Naomi's daughter's name. She didn't know anything about her. It's almost like she was punishing Naomi for not being Serena Williams. Like
she definitely
was pissed at Serena somehow.
Yeah, she wanted Serena to be on that.
Yeah,
segment,
like it was almost like she was pissed.
Yeah.
Because
like this is what I got.
Like I'm not going to do any freaking research on you. I'm going to pretend I don't know anything about you because you're not who I really wanted.
Yeah.
So that was what I was getting. That was the vibe.
Yeah.
And then Naomi's like drawing or doing something on her plate. And then at one point, now you have to keep in mind, Naomi had a very flourishing tennis career. She even beat Serena at one point. She was like like we were all excited. We're like, this is going to be the new phenom. This girl's great. But then like pressure got to her and she took time off for a mental health break. And Meghan then does like a Lloyd Braun, a Kramer with Lloyd Braun from Seinfeld. So Naomi at one point while she's doing her plate, she goes, "Am I crazy?" Meghan, without missing a beat, she goes, "You're not crazy. You're not crazy. You're kind, but not crazy." Now you guys know what I'm talking about, okay? Lloyd Braun, when Kramer took him under his wing with the movie theater, and the whole time he was trying to convince Lloyd Braun, just come out of asylum, that he wasn't crazy. Like Lloyd was doing all these stupid
Kramer
things.
was just
like,
there.
You're not crazy.
You're not crazy.
I swear to God, it's the first thing to come to your mind too. It's like, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. So we have like this awkward moment with them. Thank God. Again, it was very short because we had to fit a lot of things into 51 minutes. Okay.
Jeez. And they did.
Oh, and they did. Woo, woo. The only thing I think Naomi was there was to promote her Nike clothing line.
Yes.
Which Meghan was not impressed at all. But I think that's what it was because Netflix then showed pictures of it.
Yeah.
So that was her deal. It was like, I'll go on there, but I got to promote my line.
That was definitely a business transaction.
Yeah. So between Naomi and the next guest, Meghan We don't see her making cookies. We don't see her frosting the cookies. We see her watercoloring already frosted made cookies.
She's like, I'm not an artist. She keeps saying, I'm not an artist.
She goes, I'm not an artist.
But she keeps doing this.
She's doing this.
She's doing this
it's
weird,
really stupid. And then she goes, I'm not kidding you guys. She then goes, it's the spirit of no judgment. I'm kidding. Then the premier guest, she always has the it guy. What is she? Because she's had Jose Andres, who was the one in the first one that she had last. I don't even remember at this point.
I can't remember.
Oh, come on.
I'm not kidding. I think it was a woman, though.
No. It was helping her. Woman. It was that woman chef. Yeah,
it was a woman.
Sorry, woman chef. I don't remember. Yeah, okay. So she's got Tom Colicchio from Top Chef, which I watched religiously. Okay, guys. So I know who Tom Colicchio is.
But he owns STK.
Oh, yeah, but he is just, I like Tom Colicchio.
I like him too.
So she's got to make it a point that he only celebrates Italian-American Christmas.
So in Italian culture, they have a tradition called the Feast of the Seven Fishes. And
Tom is, he's going to
showing around what you're doing.
Yeah, okay. So he's talking about making this beet salad, okay, that he makes every year. This is so rude. But I don't know if it's because they just didn't have anything to talk about. But Meghan immediately starts listing off the ingredients in Tom Colicchio's beet salad that Harry hates. He hates everything in this beet salad. Now, I'm a vegan. Stephanie is a pescatarian.
So I would love it.
But we were also taught at a very young age, when you go out of the country and if you are at someone's house, or if you go to someone's house in general, even where you live, my parents are like, Grandma, you better try that. You better try that. I don't care if you don't eat it. Unless you're allergic. Unless you are allergic to that.
You don't have to eat it, but try it.
You are putting that in your mouth and you are going to say thank you. Yes. That is what's going to happen. No, Meghan is making him so uncomfortable even attempting to make this beet salad because everything he's putting in it is just awful. Now, this is the only great part about Tom's part. He does not let her touch his food.
Yes.
He's chopping and he's showing us how to make it. And she's making these faces, guys, because he won't let her near it.
No, it's his food.
It was beautiful. But her faces during this, oh my gosh. I mean, I have so many pictures of her face because she wouldn't stop just giving him sulking kind of. No, but like really looking like she was going to murder him at some point. Yeah. You know what I wrote? I wrote, she looks like she wants to rip his face off and wear it for dinner. Like she literally wanted him gone. So then she talks about, my mom, every Christmas Eve, my mom, wonderful Doria Ragland, makes gumbo because my family's from Tennessee now. We're from Tennessee. She makes gumbo every year. Christmas Eve. So she's going to show Tom how to make the gumbo.
But we don't even see how it's made.
It's already prepped.
It's already made.
So
it's in the pot.
So all Tom's doing is watching her throw things into a pot.
Like the sausage.
He's just like this the whole time.
He's like doing this.
Like, sir, he is making that Tom Colicchio face. And I know the Tom Colicchio face.
The judge.
Because he was the hardest judge on Top Chef. Like, rightly so. No, but he would go like this. And he would flare, like he would do this thing where he flare his nostrils a little bit. But all she was doing was how can you screw this up? So she wasn't actually giving us a recipe because I don't think Doria actually makes gumbo on Christmas Eve, allegedly. I really don't think so.
I don't think so either.
So, okay, but this is when we get Harry. And this is how you know it was filmed the spring of 2024. This was not, okay. He looks semi-decent. And when I say semi-decent, he was going to hell back then, but now he really looks bad. Like, guys, he's got the gut, he's balder, but this was definitely
his face
spring.
Is yellow like John.
Yeah, like he really looks bad.
Yeah.
So Harry comes in like no one knew Harry was in the next room. Hey guys. And she goes, before I put the fish in the gumbo, here you try the gumbo. And
he doesn't like fish.
Now they don't kiss just the one part we saw in the trailer. They kiss when he first walked in. But guys, that kiss was worse than the one we saw in the trailer.
So
that's
fake.
why I didn't see. Guys, it was bad.
It was bad. It was not a kiss that was like two people that knew each other, you know what I mean, that were comfortable around each other.
It was like I kissed my family members, like when I see my family members.
Yeah. It totally was.
Eyes were opened.
It was.
So before Harry tries the gumbo, Meghan baits him to tell Tom Colicchio how crappy his beet salad is and how much Harry would hate it.
She wants to take the heat off her a little bit
and
just throw Harry under the bus like any narcissist would do.
So she starts listing off the things in the beet salad, like the anchovy, all the stuff Harry hates. She starts listing it.
She draws attention to it.
And he's like, "Oh man, you just named all the things
I hate."
He did, but he was trying to kind of be polite, but he also had to go. He had a script. It sounded like a script, to be honest with you. It sounded like a script. So then he tries the gumbo, and he says this thing like, "Oh, it's almost as good as your mom's," and that was scripted. And then she goes, "What? What?" I mean, it was the reaction sucked.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Okay. So guys, long story short, the last scene is her in the green dress that she took from the variety shoot. And she's lighting candles and setting the table. Now, this is what's so funny. I thought all the guests were going to come in again. Like, no, her
I
mom.
thought Tom Colicchio.
Maybe her mom was going to be there.
Yeah,
maybe we're going to say absolutely not.
No,
nothing. We see the crew come in again, and we see Harry and the director. That's all we see.
And they're cheersy.
Now, are they sitting down at the table she just made? No, they're just eating buffet style. So what was the point of the table? I thought when we saw the tablescape in the trailer, we were going to see her
Kelly's
make the tablescape and show us, like, you know how Akilah or even Emma Grede did it for Thanksgiving.
We saw
them make it, and we saw them how they did it. No, it was probably like
light a candle.
30 seconds.
It really was.
But again, that was good for us. It made it a lot easier
to watch.
Now, Netflix proved that they did not put one red cent into this holiday special. They did not do pickup shots. They did not do reshoots. They did not listen to critics and go, maybe we should do it like this. Absolutely not. They did not tell Meghan to put her hair up while preparing food. They did not tell her to wash her hands. They did not tell her to take off her jewelry.
Yeah.
So
this is clearly
it's over.
The last hurrah for Meghan on Netflix. I mean, Polo's done. Invictus is done. And
this is it.
With Love, Meghan is done. So, and this is also why I think she is kind of gravitating towards Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Those are deals you can get now. You know, it's like, okay, I didn't make it on this streaming service. Let's try these streaming services.
And that's what's, and again, it goes, YouTube is the #1 streaming service. Then it goes Netflix. So I don't know what she's thinking unless she goes to Amazon or anyone else and says, I'll do an expose on the royal family. They're not going to take her because you don't think they saw With Love, Meghan?
The only thing that scares me is that Harry did hint around that he's going to do a documentary on his mom. That's the only thing that scares me about the new year.
It never came out of his mouth. It was all gossip. We never got it. Like, so
then I hope it's over.
Listen, I'm telling you this right now. If he does that, then fine. Then you know what? We said this on Dan, and we'll say it here right now. They're getting desperate.
Yes.
You have to take the titles away next year. Next month, in the new year, take the titles away. Today's animal rescue is Home Run Hounds Animal Rescue. They're dedicated to finding loving and forever homes for animals in need. They work tirelessly to connect compassionate individuals with perfect furry companions. They do everything: fostering, transport. They save lives. animals on death row, and that's what we like to highlight here. So we're going to put their link in the description box. Please share them with friends and family. It really does make a difference.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you soon.
Very soon.
We love you. Bye.